Hey everybody, it's me Richard with Nightmares Anyone. Welcome to the channel. So today it's Tuesday, Fat Tuesday. It's February 21st of 2023. Zero, you want to say hi to everybody? So, I've got some book mail here. And I've got 12 books to review. Well, I'm not going to review them, but I'm going to tell you what I thought. Where you can read the reviews, come back after the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back. Zero, you want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come here. Zero, come on. Come here. Hurry up. So Zero's here, everybody. He says, hi everybody. Let's show him your boo-boo. Let's show him your owie. Yeah, he got stitches out. He got his stitches out, everybody. Yeah. So, I am drinking coffee today. Drinking it out of my Wicked Queen magic mirror. So yeah, today it's Fat Tuesday. So happy Mardi Gras, everybody. Speaking of Mardi Gras, there was a shooting at Mardi Gras in New Orleans over the weekend. So hopefully all those people are going to be fine. So yeah, I've got 12 books I'm going to talk to you guys about. I want to tell everybody thanks for popping in last week that stopped by to talk and chat with me and Jeff DeGordick. Yeah, I screwed up at the beginning and I forgot. I don't know. It was a whole mess. I accidentally hit the exit review, so that was just a joke. So, since I've got so much to do in this video, we're going to open this. Now, this book was one that my dear friend Christy Randazzo, she had read it. She listened to it, I think, and or she read it on her Kindle or something. She said, Richard, you've got to read this book. It's totally fucked up. It's just awful. She said she gave it 5 stars. She said it was great. She said, but just be ready. It's very, very, very disturbing. So, I've got it right here in my hand. Just opened it. So, yeah, I'm going to clean my glasses really quick. The Zero's waiting for Bruce to come home. It is like, I think it's like 20 after 3 here, something like that. Yeah. I've had a really super busy day. So, this is the book. It came out. It's kind of funny because I was really surprised I'd never even heard of this book. Came out in 2004 by Richard T. Rigney. It's quite a short book, actually. It's only got 127 pages in it. And it is called Found. Yeah, so we're going to find out what this book is about. So, sorry, I don't mean to push my glasses up. My ring light is acted up. Oh, not another one of these videos. So yeah, you might have seen a color glitch or a color change. The sun is coming in. This is not the time of the day to shoot a video, you guys. Especially when the sun is going this way, casting shadows. So, this is the cover work. On the back, it says, Marty is the ideal 5th grader. He gets good grades, listens to his teachers, and doesn't start trouble in class. But there's a darkness settling over Marty's life. The kids at school won't stop picking on him. His family life lacks any sort of structure, and his estranged older brother collects severed heads in his bedroom closet. Okay. That right there, yeah. And when Marty's not working on countless comic books of his own design, he's filling his head with the lessons only low-budget horror movies can provide. What's a boy to do? Join Marty as he attempts to find himself amidst the chaos of his everyday life, where severed heads roll like bowling balls, and horror movies might just save your life. So, T. Rigney, the author, lives and works in Lexington, Kentucky, where he spends his time with his wife and their 4 cats, and thanks to the pills, he hasn't killed anyone yet. This is his first novel. Sounds pretty, yeah, as Christy said, fucked up. So, yeah, I am going to talk about 12 books that I've read since I've done a book review on this channel last. I kind of did one last week with The Bone King, but I'm going to talk about that right here. So I want to welcome some new subscribers to the channel. In no particular order, let's welcome Michael O'Keefe, Good Life Detected, Petey Pickles, Jeep Girl Stitches. Petey Pickle and Jeep Girl Stitches are followers of my Real Minecraft 2 channel, so welcome everybody to the channel. And then I've got Joseph Delaney. Okay, how did I write this down? Oh, here we go. Marty Stevenson, Alex and Stephanie S. And Marion Roses with a Z. Sorry about that. So I want to welcome everybody to the channel. If you haven't done so already and you love horror as much as I do, even if you just love to read, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right there, ring the bell, put that notifications on. I'm getting ready to shoot out. Oh, and I wanted to show those of you that haven't seen my new bracelets, but yeah, this was made for me by a lady who lives in Canada. I wear it all the time. I love it, actually. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm getting ready to give away a ton of books. I am redoing my bookshelves back here. I've got books stacked on the floor, which is so unlike me. And I have got to make room. I've got to take tons of the ones off the wall behind me that I've already read to make room to put up all these books that I'm getting from authors and books that I am buying, books that I still need to read. They're going to go up behind me. So here's what we're going to talk about. These books. Now, most of these books I own, but like I said, since I'm swapping out all the books, I'm not going to dig them out. Most of, there's 12 of them. 7 of them I listen to the audio book format. Now, I own all of these, but 3 of them. So here's what I read. So this is from the first one to the one that I just finished the other night. So, In the Valley of the Devil by Hank Early. Now, this is book 2 in a 3 or a 4 book series. I think a 3 book series. I had read book 2 first, like I said. Now, if you guys want to read my full reviews of all these, here's where you can read it, right here on my Goodreads channel. Yeah, this is actually a link, so you just have to tap on it. Zero is waiting for Bruce to come home. He's laying right here just looking over by the garage door. So, In the Valley of the Devil by Hank Early is, like I said, book 2. I didn't know it was a series, so I read this first. 5 freaking stars all the way. The book scared the shit out of me. It was so damn good. Book 1 is coming up here in just a minute. Now, Bruce had read this one first, and he actually didn't read it. He listened to it while he was walking Zero through the park one day. It's called One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. Yeah, you can tell by that cover right there. This was a catty ass bitch book. The characters were in this book were so well written. This girl knows how to write. I gave it 5 stars all the way. I loved it. I laughed my ass off. The suspense and the murder mystery totally blew me away. I had no idea what was coming. Heaven's Crooked Finger right here by Hank Early. Now this is book 1. This is the book that takes place before In the Valley of the Devil. I didn't like this one so well. I only gave it 2 1/4 stars. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't know how, if you would have read this one first, that you would have read the second one, because the second one was so damn good. This one, you guys know how I feel about this author, K.R. Alexander. This is Bury Me. 4.5 stars. It would have been a perfect 5-star, but I didn't like I thought this one scene and it was pretty cheesy. But yeah, 4.5 stars all the way. Would recommend this to anybody from the age of 10 to, hey, I'm 62, all the way to a grandpa. Great fun book. Great fun book. Creepy dolls, creepy kids, that cemetery. It just, yeah, K.R. Alexander. He hasn't written a book yet that I didn't like. Now, this one, I loved this book. I loved this book. In fact, this is Horrid by Katrina Leno. Oh my God, I loved this book. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was such a trip. The girl in this book, now, she suffers from a mental disorder that actually exists where people eat pages of books. Yeah. The cover work is gorgeous. The cover artwork is beautiful. The book was just as good. If you haven't read Horrid, pick up a copy. It's a great book. Sorry, my nose is running, you guys. Now, this one I've had since it came out in the 90s in hardback. I wanted to go back and read some Dean Koontz that I hadn't read. Yeah, his early stuff is my favorite. But this is the book. The two that I'm going to talk about here are when he started changing his writing style. So this is By the Light of the Moon by Koontz. It's kind of when you see that cover work with the candles lit on the dock, you're gonna think it's gonna be about witchcraft or something. It's nothing that you are going to think it is. It barely made a 3-star for me. Now this one is another one of a series. I think it's a 4-book series. This is book 1. This is The Gathering, Shadow House. The series is called Shadow House, and this is book 1, The Gathering by Dan Poblocki. 3.5 stars. It's a really quick read. It's considered a YA book, but you guys know how I feel about YA. I don't know why they call them YA, just I guess because there's teens in peril in it. It was a good book. I did like it. I liked the ghosts. I liked the way he presented the story and these characters. The characters were fun. It has 5 teenage kids. I loved them all. They were very, they're stuck in this house. They all come to this house for complete different reasons. 2 of them are twin brothers, and they're stars of like a Disney Channel TV show for kids, but they think they're coming to film a horror movie. All 5 of these kids are brought to this house for complete different reasons. It was fun. I really liked it. Now this one blew me away. This is book 7 in the Pendergast series. This is Book of the Dead by Preston and Child. We own all these. We own them. I collect these for Bruce. So whenever a new one comes out, it's already on my pre-order. I get it the day that it's released. But Bruce has read all the Pendergast books. In fact, he's reading the newest one. I think he's reading The Cabinet of Dr. Lang, or the one right before it, Bloodless. I quit reading them years ago. In fact, I quit reading it this book. I don't know why. 5 stars. The book was nonstop action, suspense, peril. It was so damn good. So good. Can't wait to pick up book 8, but I've got to get some of these books done. I've got book reviews to do that authors have sent me their books, so I'm reading those. I'm currently reading 4 at the same time. I'm reading 2 and listening to... I'm reading 2 and listening to 2. So yeah, that's Book of the Dead. 5 stars all the way. Now you guys know about this next one. This book, The Bone King by Jeff DeGordick. I'm telling you what, you guys, like I talked about last week when I had Jeff on the channel, the book was disturbing. The book is very violent. It's graphic. I loved it. Loved it. Those of you that watched the live chat, I I could not believe where Jeff took this book. After writing the witches, you know, the Witch of Halloween House and the Witches of Halloween Haven and oh my God, Ironwood and the Blood Moon and Before the Blood Moon, where he took this book, all I'm telling you, it's not for the faint-hearted. You do have to have a strong stomach. There are scenes in there that you will never forget. I will never look at a small child with big brown eyes again, or yeah, I'll never hear the term or see a commercial for the Heart Association and think what you think it is ever again for the rest of my life. 5 stars all the way. This next one is book 2. Yep, Shadow House book 2, You Can't Hide, by Dan Poblocki. This one I gave 4 stars. I like this one a little bit more than the first one. I actually did. This one, this one I listened to it in one sitting. Now, this next one is another one of those Dean Koontz books I wanted to read because I had never read it when it first came out. This one is a very first edition, like all of my Dean Koontzes are. I own them all. This one came out in 1986. And those of you that have read Koontz, the hardback version is 526 pages. This is Strangers. This is about the Tranquility Hotel in Reno, Nevada. What can I say about this book? So it's the story about, you think it's going to be about 6 or 7 complete strangers. It ends up being more about probably 12 to 15 strangers. One night in July of 1986, they all experienced something while they were all checked in and staying at the Tranquility Hotel in Reno. Now, oh my God, the sun's making this piece of skin right here. Oh my God, how weird is that? I don't have a blood vein there, and I don't have a turkey neck, so just weird. What is that? Oh, it's from the shadow from this light, and then the sun is coming through and crossing right. Yep, crossing right there. So the book is really, really good. I gave it 4 stars, but if you've ever read any Koontz, Koontz has gotten to be like king. Now, yeah, this was written in 1980, whatever I said. This was when he started going from really good horror to more psychological suspense and horror thrillers. There's so much descriptions and so much character backstory. It could have been 150 pages shorter and still would have been probably a better book. But I did like it. I had it kind of figured out, but it was good. I don't know if I'd ever read it again, but yeah. And then this is the latest one that I finished. You guys, I'm telling you what, this book came out December 31st. You guys saw me open it a couple videos back. I don't even know where to tell you. Christopher Golden's All Hallows. This book, oh my God. I'll place this book right up there along with Dan Simmons' Summer of Night. Yeah. This book took me back. Now, it takes place Halloween night, 1984. Oh my God. Chloe and her brother. Chloe she's a senior. Yeah, she's 17. Her brother's 18. I can't remember. But Chloe is exceptionally close to her father. Her brother is exceptionally close to their mother. Now, every year, Chloe's dad has built the most extreme haunted woods behind their house. With times kind of rough, they're going to be moving. And this is going to be the last Halloween haunted woods for the town of Coventry, Massachusetts. I am telling you what, this book is so well written. I have loved Christopher Golden's books since I picked up Strangewood years ago, and then I read Red Hands, and I read his Snowblind. Snowblind I didn't really care for. Ararat blew me away, but the cunning man in this book creeped me out so bad. Now, you guys go into this open-minded. Do not read reviews on Amazon. People that got free NetGalley reviews, some people said, "Oh, this book was just boring and stupid. It was just gross. It was just." If you grew up in the 80s, or if you were a kid in the 80s, even if you went Halloween trick-or-treating in the 60s and 70s as I did, this book took me right back to Halloween night when I was just like the boy in this book who is best friends with Chloe. You guys all know about my dear friend Starla. This book was me all over again. The book is a beautiful homage to childhood and growing up. But this town, the kids notice that there is a strange kid dressed like a scarecrow. But he's not like your scarecrow from like Wizard of Oz. He's like your scarecrow with human skin that's been battered and beaten. He doesn't say anything. Nobody knows who he is. Well, then somebody notices a little girl dressed like an old vintage Raggedy Ann doll. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. The Cunning Man is a character that I hope Christopher Golden does not write about again. The book is perfect all the way around. The book is just perfect. The book is perfect. In my opinion, you guys don't have to follow my reviews. You don't have to feel the same way I do about a book, but I loved this book. I've since chatted back and forth with Christopher Golden through email, and I loved the book. He's going to send me an autographed copy. I cannot wait. I do have an autographed copy of Ararat. But you guys, the book was great. I loved it. 5 stars. 5 stars all the way. So once again, I want to tell you all, thanks so much for those of you that popped in last week and stopped in and said hi and laughed our asses off. And we talked about horror. The chat was so much fun. Jeff DeGordick is such a cool young man who lives in Canada. He actually lives up above the Niagara Falls, way over on the above the eastern United States. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Yeah, I've been busy reading books. Currently, believe it or not, I'm listening to Eden's Children by V.C. Andrews. I'm actually loving it. I'm loving it as much as I did when I read Flowers in the Attic back in the 70s. So that review should be coming up pretty soon. Oh, Mr. Stodgison's walking by. That's the grouchiest old man in the neighborhood. So I gotta go, you guys. I gotta feed the dog, and I'm waiting for Bruce to come home. So take care, you guys. Stay scared. Like I always say, live your life like a book. Just don't turn that last page, because once you do, it's over, you guys. Stay scared. Pick up a good book. All Hallows. If any of you read it, please drop me a line below. I would love to know what you thought of this book. Leave a comment in the basement. And hey, take care, everybody. I'm Richard with Nightmares Anyone. Happy Fat Tuesday. Take care, you guys. Bye.